Good morning. Exponents, day 4. All right, today we're going to talk about something called the quotient of powers rule. Quotient of powers rule. All right, so the quotient of powers rule says that if you have a base raised to a certain exponent and you divide it by that same base raised to another exponent, okay, that the result or the simplified version of that is the same base but with these two exponents subtracted, top from the bottom. I'm sorry, top minus the bottom. Okay, the top one always comes first, and the bottom one always comes second. All right, so let's give a quick example of that. All right, and we'll see if we can make this make a little sense. So I have 2 to the 6th over 2 to the 4th. So this is going to be equal to, let's see what we did here. I took the base, and I took the top exponent minus the bottom exponent over here. So I'm going to do top minus bottom. This is 6 minus 4. So that's going to equal 2 to the 2nd power. Now, let's see why this makes sense. Okay, let's start one more time. 2 over 6 over, 2 to the 6th over 2 to the 4th. Okay, well, 2 to the 6th, that's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And 2 to the 4th is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, now if you had this in a problem and you were just simplifying this thing, you would start to cross out these common factors. And it would look something like this. Cross, 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 and you'd be left with 4 on the top, or 2 to the 2nd power on top over, and we'd put a 1 down here. But it's nonetheless, it's 2 to the 2nd power. This equals 2 to the 2nd power. Okay? Now, again, we're not looking to expand it like this every single time. Okay? We want to do it the quick way, or use this quotient of powers rule. Just subtract these two. Okay? Let's give a couple examples here. So let's say I had h to the 7th over h to the 6th. Well, that's going to be h to the 7 minus 6, and that's h to the 1st power, which of course is just h. Anything to the 1st power, usually we put with no exponent. Okay, and again, this makes sense because this would be h, 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 h. That's 7 h's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 6 over 6 h's, 1. And you would cancel these common factors until there was 1 h, and it would be on the top. So h over 1 is the same as h. Okay, let's try, let's see here. Let's try one, we'll do another basic one, and then we'll mix it up. Let's say 7 to the 10th over 7 to the 3rd. All right, so that's going to equal 7, keep the base, and 10 minus 3, 10 minus 3, that's going to be my exponent, so that's going to be 7 to the 7th. Now, for the purposes of these worksheets and these exercises, I'm not going into this, like what this the actual value is. I just want, guys, I want you to learn how to manipulate the exponents and simplify them. Yeah, this is something that you could put in the calculator if you need to. By the way, that's a giant number. All right, let's see if I can do one more, maybe a little different. Let's try, okay, let's try this. 3 to the 4th times 3 to the 2nd over 3 to the 3rd. Okay, I'm going to combine two rules here. Okay, this is the product of powers rule up here. So if I simplify this, let's see if we can recall from the first day of exponents that this thing up here, this would be, I keep the base and add these two. Okay, so this is going to be 3 to the 6th, that's 4 plus 2, over 3 to the 3rd. Now I'm going to use my quotient of powers rule that we just learned, And this is going to be equal to 3 over 6 minus 3. So this would be 3 to the third. Okay, and that makes sense. And just let's think about this one more time up here. 3 to the fourth times 3 to the second. That's 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 to the second. Okay, so this here is 3 to the second. This is 3 to the fourth. And all that would be over 3 times 3 times 3. That's 3 to the third. Now, if I did some quick reduction here, okay, I would go cancel, 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 and I'd be left with these 3 3's, and that's how we end up with 3 to the third. And of course, if you wanted to simplify, it would be 27. Excellent. Have a great day.